Hey guys, I'm live on Facebook. I'm out in the wild. I'm live on Facebook at a place that you would never ever catch me, a Starbucks. Hopefully you all can hear me. I am on the road, guys, out here, not on the road, but I'm in California. I'm in an undisclosed location out where there's sunshine and hopefully a good signal. I wanted to talk about Father's Day. I am trying to rise to the challenge. I'm trying to rise to the occasion. Hey Laura, thanks for jumping on. I'm trying to rise to the occasion of actually doing a video that has some sort of motivational conversation, like maybe at least once a week. But I wanted to talk about Father's Day and what being a father means. So wanted to talk about what being a father means to me. Well, it's not Father's Day. It's like the day before. It's pre-Father's Day. I'm out here in a parking lot. I'm in a random parking lot in an undisclosed location, having a Grande Americano with steamed half and half and 1 raw sugar. And I thought I would do my conversation with you all this week out in the wild, just like outside. Got the shorts on and sorry guys. Sorry, I messed it up. I was rotating my phone. I got my shorts on, my red kicks. You really can't see them. But it is the day before Father's Day. I'm lucky to be a father, and I've been thinking about what would be a really interesting thought about being a father. And I have my headset, guys, on, so if you can't hear me, let me know. And so I'm thinking about how interesting it is to be a father, how incredible it is, how lucky I am to have children. In fact, today I am out in another town where my daughter lives, and I just picked her up and took her to dance class. So I had some downtime. I have 2 hours, so I'm out here having my coffee, and wanted to take some time to talk to everybody in Facebook world. So what does being a father mean to me? Well, this guy's pulling in. He's like, am I on his camera? No, it's on me, guys. No, sir. It's always going to be pointed at me. So while I'm walking around in this parking lot, let me just think about what being a father is to me. What's the biggest responsibility that fathers have? We have to, put food on the table, provide for the family. We have to be the guy that goes to the sporting events to make sure that our kids are supported in all the things that they do. That's really important. But I think that being a father completely changes your life. Focus. Does Laura tell me to focus? Yeah, okay. I'm focusing. Being a father I'm focused. Completely changed your life. And my life is totally changed by being a father. And I guess I'm just speaking to people that are actually fathers right now, or people that understand what being a father is, because there is no substitute for actually having a child in your life that you are completely responsible for. There isn't a substitute for that. You can bring people in your life and they can be family in a lot of ways, but there is really no substitute for actually taking on the responsibility and raising someone in your life, or being part of raising them. And it's not easy to be a father. A lot of people bail out on it. It's a difficult thing to do sometimes because there isn't any rule book and there isn't anyone to tell you if you're doing the right thing, but there's plenty of people there to tell you when you're doing the wrong thing. And I think that is unfortunate that there isn't more reinforcement to be a good father. And yeah, there's a lot of books and there's a lot of seminars and those kind of things. But when something serious goes down in your life, in your lives of your children, there isn't really a rule book for that. You just have to tackle it. Sorry, everyone. I just realized I have my sunglasses on. How rude. You just have to tackle it. Let me see. I'll put this right here. You just have to tackle those things as they come along. And I think that fathers make a lot of mistakes as they're trying to navigate life and as they're trying to take care of all of the things that they have to take care of. And I feel like that when you have to make decisions, sometimes you're not going to make the right decision. And fathers sometimes have to make the wrong decision so that later on, the wrong decision for others, so that later on the right decisions can be made by people in the future or by their children. So I feel like that fathers have to make mistakes. I feel like fathers make mistakes so that their children don't have to. And that is what being a father means to me. I've made a lot of mistakes being a dad. But I know that I've made certain mistakes I didn't know they were mistakes, but when I look back, I realized, wow, I made that mistake so that my son and my daughter, they don't have to make that mistake. They can learn from dad. They can see dad's struggle and they can see what dad did wrong, and so they can change their future. And that's important for me to realize that I'm not a perfect dad, but that's part of being a dad, is not being perfect, because life is very difficult and you have to model those things for your children. But you will make mistakes as a father. And I think the greatest responsibility and the greatest gift that you can give your children as a father is to face up to your mistakes and to say that you're sorry and to try to make your ways better so that when your son or your daughter or your sons or your daughters see you living your life, they can look back and go, you know what? I liked what dad did. I didn't like what dad did. Dad made serious mistakes, but dad bounced back. And because dad made those mistakes, I don't have to make those mistakes. I saw what he did, and I can do it different. I can do it better. We always want our children to do better. So I think the responsibility of a father is to make mistakes sometimes and to try things out so that my kids don't have to. So when you're thinking about your father and you're thinking about maybe you're kind of disappointed, or maybe you're excited. I mean, we all have love for our fathers, even though we may be disappointed in them. And I know sometimes that maybe my kids have been disappointed in me because I didn't do exactly what they thought dad should do, but I did what I thought was right at the time. And maybe it was right, maybe it was wrong. But if I make mistakes, I feel like that can still benefit my children, because somebody has to jump out, take a risk. Somebody has to be the leader. Somebody has to lead their family or lead their children. And if I make the mistakes first, then maybe I can save them some pain and some heartache, and they can learn from me. So if you are having a tough time with your dad, or kind of thinking about maybe Father's Day is bittersweet. I know some people that they don't have their fathers with them anymore, and they weren't happy with exactly how life turned out. And maybe their fathers made a lot of mistakes and they're having to rationalize those things. Well, understand that that's the value of being a father, is that right or wrong, you sometimes will make mistakes, and your children can benefit from the things that they see you do and how you live your life. So love your father, tell your father what's up, message your father, text your father today and tomorrow. I'm a father, so I can appreciate this day, and hopefully that will help you a little bit. Tag a father or tag somebody that you think might benefit from that thought. So again, my thought is that if I make mistakes, it's part of my job, because I'm hoping that my children will be better by watching the things that I do. And maybe they won't do what I did, and maybe they'll do something better, because I want them to succeed and I want them to be happy. And that is the job of a father. That's my responsibility, I feel like, to jump out on a limb and to do what I think is right, even if I'm wrong. So hopefully that made sense. You guys have a happy Father's Day, and I will see you. I'm trying to do these like once a week. So if you appreciate these, like it, share it, text me, message me, and I appreciate all of your feedback. Have a great Saturday, guys, and I'll talk to you soon.